Op thinks they fuck by asking for a new sweatshirt.
I am not Op. Original post by you, Anon Shirtboy and R. Tifu. Random facts for mobile users to avoid spoilers. The oldest otter in the world is called Rosa. She is 23 years and 3 months old. She is older than the oldest known male sea otter, Ada, who lived to be 22 years 8 months old before his death, but not older than the oldest known female otter, Etika, who lived to be 28 years old. Mood spoilers. Sad but sweet. Less than. An NBSP.
Tifu by asking my dad for a new sweatshirt Tuesday, January 31st, 8:20 and 2 seconds 2023 UTC. I guess I will begin this post. I'm a 16-year-old boy. My dad is 37. My dad never graduated high school. He lived in a bad neighborhood and got in with a bad crowd. He would then spend a few years in prison. At 21, my dad had me with my mom. My dad told me my mom abandoned me. When I tried reaching out to her, he advised me not to. She blocked me on Facebook. At 21, my dad had inherited his parents' trailer and a bit of their land, so we had a place to stay. Our trailer isn't a lot, but it's our home. My dad, due to his criminal record, has to work for a construction company. He's tried to climb up the ladder in the past years, but his criminal record and lack of education stopped him from doing so. I begged him to allow me to get a job, but he got angry at me, saying he wasn't gonna have his own child providing for him. My dad regrets his past, but he's always told me he can't change it. He's been the best dad in the world, and I appreciate him so much. He never got into another relationship to take care of me. A part of me feels guilty because he stopped his entire life for me.
My dad doesn't make much money, we have a lot of bills and he has some debts, so we don't have much wiggle room. Last time I got brand new clothes was on my 15th birthday. My dad took me shopping at Walmart with his stimulus check. I got a bunch of clothes. However, I guess you could call me a late bloomer and I outgrew most of them. Mainly the shirts, because my shoulders broadened out and it began hurting and stretching my clothes. I tried stealing some from the lost and found, but none fit me. When my dad got home, he made dinner, and while we were eating and watching TV, I asked him if we could buy a new sweatshirt or two. He gets this really saddened look on his face. To sum up the conversation, he explained that we really didn't have the money, and how we needed food.
And he'd start putting aside some for a few months from now. I got glum and disappointed and went to my room. I don't blame my father for any of our troubles. He's a great dad. I'm just frustrated at the situation. That's when I peeked my head out of my headroom. My father was crying. I wanted to approach him and give him a hug, but I've never been good with emotions that much. I've barely seen my father cry. I just went back to sleep. My father had been hellbent on me staying in high school. And I'm a good student. I get mainly A's. And I intend to go to college. Tomorrow I'm gonna write my dad a note and leave it to him before I go to school. I'm still deciding what I'm gonna say cause I'm still crying a little. But here's the gist. Hey Dad, I just wanna thank you for everything you've done for me and all the sacrifices you made. I promise when I'm making a lot of money after college, we'll get out of this trailer and move into a big house. You can have all the Xbox games you want and finally have the childhood that was taken from you. I understand that everything you've done was to give me the things you never had, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you for everything. I love you, Dad. TLDR. I asked my dad when we're financially struggling for some new clothes and seen him cry. An NBSP. Edits on post 13 hours later. Edit 1. I can't send messages due to the new account, but just know I was trying to send everyone a heart message and a thank you for the advice. The app says I'm not accepting DMSBC, a glitch. But for everyone who is giving advice, I am reading heart. Edit 2. I will update. And I don't think I'm gonna post a Amazon wishlist. It means a lot, everyone is asking. Red heart. Sorry guys, trolls are downvoting everyone. An NBSP. Dad read the post Wednesday, February 1st, 1 hour 1 minute and 5 seconds 2023 UTC. I just want everyone to know that my dad has read the post and is very emotional. We talked into an hour of our talking. He explained that I meant the world to him and that he would do anything for me. I hugged my dad. He's allowing me to get a small part-time job of working for our neighbors in their garden. He wants to thank everyone because he read many of your comments. It made him cry even harder. Thank you guys. An NBSP. Reminder, I am not the original poster. Hey Dad, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me and all the sacrifices you made. I promise when I'm making a lot of money after college, we'll get out of this trailer and move into a big house. You can have all the Xbox games you want and finally have the childhood that was taken from you. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. What a fabulous, lovely child. Oop, if you ever see this, what a lovely thing to say, heart. I hope my kid turns out even half as well. Your dad has done a fabulous job, heart. This kid sounds so kind-hearted and humble. Thank you Oop for posting this and reminding us of the good humans that exist in the wild. He's allowing me to get a small part-time job of working for our neighbors in their garden. That's just perfect. There is no harm and much good in a teenager having a part-time job, especially one that's flexible. And there is no shame in a parent allowing their child to make some money to help out when times are poor. Of course, it's quite possible for adults to abuse children with work, but that's not happening here. I wish them both the very best.
I am a little in love with his dad too, see no evil monkey.
Mood spoiler here seems off. I would call this sad but sweet, not happy. Fuck, right in the feels. Life shouldn't be so hard. I'm disappointed nobody pointed them to any resources for ex-cons. Here's one for the US with lists by state. But there are so many more depending on where you live. https helpforfelons.org/reentry program sex offenders state / dude is doing life on hard mode because of pride. Even if he doesn't qualify for these programs anymore, he should be able to find something that works for him by just talking to some people. Oop, and his dad will be okay. Yep. It totally sucks that they are dirt poor, but they communicate and love each other without reservation. That alone can't be said for a lot of people, whether they are impoverished or not. I really wish the kid had posted an Amazon wish list. I would have loved to buy him a sweatshirt. Teared up. Gosh. I hope Oop thrives whatever he does, so him and his dad can live a better life together. A very sweet post. I wish I could buy him a bunch of sweatshirts and give him a hug. I wish Oop and his dad nothing but the best. The person who birthed him is no mother. I understand the job thing. I think Oop's dad is worried about Oop getting a job and seeing the house situation improve some and then quitting school. BC of that. He wants his son in a better position than he had as a young adult. This is more sad than heartwarming. That a man working his ass off to take care of himself and his son can barely afford food, has to live in an inherited trailer, and truly feels trapped under the weight of his debt. Everyone deserves a living wage. Poverty in the wealthiest nation is abhorrent and manufactured. Your OOP's dad is amazing. I still wear a jacket my mom got me from high school 20 years later. She's a millionaire. My sisters got all the loot. I should not have read this at work. Loudly crying. Do they not have a Goodwill where they're at, or even Salvation Army? I sometimes browse in those places even though I can afford brand new clothes if it's clean and good condition. I don't care if it's pre-owned. Now everyone is crying. I don't know Op or his dad, but they sound like good people. Heart. Woo. Happy ending. Hope everything turns out well long term.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.